So we're gonna get this thing.
Let's get to the
shit.
shits.
We're just gonna get to it, brother.
Let's get to the shits.
Let's get to the shits and the giggles.
Ooh.
Podcasters, shits and gigs. It's been going on for a minute now, though, but it's resurfaced and the stove has gotten back hot.
Yes, it has.
So they was on Flagrant, the Flagrant podcast. Was it?
Yeah, I think it's called the Flagrant.
All right, they was on Andrew Schultz, well-known comedian. He actually funny as fuck.
Yeah, no, he good. Good comedy special.
It was on his podcast on their American tour, and some jokes went off. Andrew Schultz said some jokes about black women. It was pretty hurtful. Got underneath some skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shits and gigs were not. They didn't come to the aid, or they didn't do anything about it. They didn't step in. It's what the audience felt.
Yep.
And so they're in hot water because they felt like they should have done something, stood up for black women, spoke on their behalf, protected them, did something.
Yep.
They did nothing but just laugh and cackled and hee with them, and then released this apology about fight or flight, and they were kind of in the moment, shocked by the moment, so they were just really trying to get through it. And nobody believed them.
Those damn joking moments are so traumatic.
But hold up, Andrew Schultz on the next episode, or when he speak on it, he said they had the opportunity to edit whatever they wanted to out. The producer, their team was like, yo, some of this stuff we want to remove because it's a bit offensive. It's a little too much.
Right.
Andrew Schultz said they never brought up the joke about the black women. To me, that's Schultz slamming down the last domino for the win. That's the big joker.
Yeah, it is.
He set them. He made his books. They set. Before we don't be mature. Just for a little bit. What do you think? How would you have handled it if you were like in that situation? Like, how would you, like, real shit? Like, how would you have handled that in that moment?
Like we kind of discussed this off camera, and I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. Now when you open up, how I would have handled it?
Yeah.
When you open up that door, now the door's open.
It's open.
Now the door's open.
It's open.
So we joking about.
That's what
we joking about each other's culture.
And I get you a comedian, and you really don't want a comedian is the last one you want to have
and again,
it's not about winning.
No. And this is what we fucking do. Let's get that out the way.
Let's go.
Like, this is what we fucking do.
That's what we do. We don't need a stage or a mic.
Like, this is what we do. I've been doing this shit since junior high.
Yeah.
Like, I've been joning and cracking jokes since junior high. That's why when you see the funny on here, it is genuinely funny because we're genuinely funny people. Like, period. So I don't give a fuck if you a comedian or not, because there's a bunch of comedians I'll put to shame if we got to go toe to toe. You got to look me in the eye. And we got to go joke for joke or Joan for Joan. I'm gonna tear your ass up. So if you open up that door, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now the door's open.
Mm-hmm.
So now you about to get these unseasoned chicken jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you about to get all the white jokes that you can stand and you can handle, sir.
Yeah.
Because we opening up the door.
Yeah.
2, when I showed you the clip, because we just recently watched the clip, it was like 2 or 3 times where those brothers could have said something.
That's a fact.
Brothers could have said something.
That's a fact.
Because even if you don't date black women,
and not even like on no tough guy stuff,
no,
but you could have intervened, bro.
Even if you don't date black women, you came from one. You came from one.
And got your fame from some.
Ain't that enough? Oh, I'm pretty sure they got a black female audience. I'm pretty sure they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know how y'all support. We know how y'all get down. We know when y'all love something, y'all support the fuck out of it.
Hey.
Like, we are testaments to that. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's mainly what our audience is. And it's not on some placating or some give it up for the ladies. Because I hate that shit too.
The pandering and shit.
Yeah, the pandering and just on, you do nothing wrong, queen. Grand rising. No, we don't do that.
You deserve it all. You don't have to work for anything.
Yeah, we don't do that over here.
We
keep it real with you. We're honest with you. But at the same time, bro, I got a sister. I got sisters. I got a niece. I got a mama. I got a, you know what I'm saying? If I have every young lady that I've ever dated has been black. Just so happened to be what it is. That's who I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
So I have a different love and affinity for black women, and for you to just again, if we're joking and that's the arena that we in, you about to get these jokes, my guy, and then we're about to go back and forth because you've opened up that door. But what I'm not gonna do is stand down or just let you talk shit and me not say nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is with a lot of these cats is that some of them don't date black women, some of them don't like black women, some of them don't like themselves. And so when they get around, you know, more popular podcasters or more popular or that crossover shit.
Yeah, who they look at as big dogs.
Yeah. Now I don't want to offend them or I want to
and shit.
And it's like, no.
I don't want to mess up opportunities.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm always in the call with who got me here.
Yeah, word.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm always in the call with who got me here. You feel me? So we say it all the time. We love black women over here. We protect black women over here. Again, and it's not to placate. It's not on no simp or no lame shit. It's just real. It's just we black men. Like we're black men. So why wouldn't we protect the people who come from where we come from, who are who we are? Like, and I mean that on all fronts. Because also when we get to talking about black culture and they get around other cultures and then they want to agree with them, you know, you see the one black pundit on Fox News that wants to agree with them. Yo. Or you see these certain cats on television shows and whatnot, and they feel like they can't stand on business. Man, that's corny, bro.
Hey, you know what burned me up?
That's corny as shit.
You know what burned me up? I don't like it. I cringe, dog. My blood boils when I see the black dude, the token black dude, sitting there kikiing and laughing and won't say nothing. Dog, you can't tell me as a black man you don't feel nothing. And I'm not even referring to just this situation. I'm just speaking in general because I've seen too many shows where the black dude sits there while the white star or the white host or whatever gets that bullshit off and they just go, Nah, we ain't never doing that.
No,
we're not doing that.
No. One, I'm too intelligent, so when you get to kicking that bullshit, I'm fact checking you. You're not just gonna throw some arbitrary bullshit out there like it's true, because they're notorious for doing that. You'll get on these shows and they'll throw fake as fuck facts and figures out. They say shit like little buzzwords like black on black crime, when crime is a such thing. It's called interracial, which means you do crime in the proximity of who you're around and who you're with. There's no such thing as black on black crime. It's just crime. All crime is due to proximity. So if you look at crime rates, all crime rates are above 70% within the community in which you live. It just so happens we're in a more controlled community. Now I can get on my Malcolm X shit if you want me to, and I can hit you with stats and figures. And when Malcolm X said that the black woman is the most unprotected woman, and when motherfuckers is like, oh, you shouldn't protect nobody. No. In our community, we protect each other. Because we know ain't nobody else gonna do it.
That just goes to show how out of touch that nigga is.
Yeah. In our community, we protect each other because we know, not to even bring it political, but to the brother that just lost his life that's from this state. That
Marcellus.
Marcellus.
I forget it. Forgive me, I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Is it Williams?
I think it's Williams. I think it's Marcellus Williams. But the brother just lost his life when everybody was trying to overturn his conviction. Like, that's why we protect black people. That's why we protect black women. That's why we protect black children.
Talk to them.
Because ain't nobody else gonna do the shit. Even when it's in their best interest to, or even when it's just.
And see, that's why you shouldn't speak on it, because you don't understand it.
You don't get it.
So for you to sit there and go, and that probably bothered me the most.
Right.
He goes, hey, I'm saying it publicly. You don't have to protect nobody. Y'all equal.
No.
Equal where?
Yeah. Not under the law.
Ask Sandra Bland family. Ask Breonna Taylor family.
Please do. Please. We got too many stories.
Equal where?
We got too many stories.
We have to protect. They dying because we're not protecting them. And I'm gonna tell you, black women are so insightful. I was talking to my homegirl about this, and she titled it. I was gonna just steal it and say it and just take credit for it. I told her that.
Yeah.
But she said it's the little brother syndrome, or why black men be so hateful and degrading and disrespectful towards black women. She said she called it the little brother syndrome.
Come
I
on,
said,
break it down.
holla at me.
Break it down.
She said, well, you know how the little brother look at the big brother. They grow up idolizing and worshiping them and wanting to be like them, and they could do no wrong in their eyes. And the way they are is the way they aspire to be. Now I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember word for word. She said, that's what these niggas are when it comes to black women. They see these white men, because white men, they designed all of this.
Yes.
If we want to get to the history, they designed all of this.
Come on.
So now black men are looking at the white man, how they conduct business and how they treat their women.
Yes.
Because we didn't do that.
Our
ancestors and all that, the family bond was all we had.
And it was
all we had. We had to protect each other.
Come on.
So now that the community has been obliterated.
Yeah.
So now they looking at the white men in power or in these positions, and they looking at them, how they moving, and now they trying to treat black women like that.
Yes.
And they trying to be like them and mimic them.
Yes.
But life always got a way of showing you that you're not them.
Yes.
And she said, I really wish I could remember like every single thing she said. I said, you on fire.
Nail on the head.
I said, that's a bar.
Nail on the head.
Because that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. We're trying to imitate and mimic them.
It's actually a byproduct of white supremacy. It's a byproduct of white supremacy in the sense of, and when I talk about white supremacy, I'm talking about a system of white supremacy. That's what she said. A system of white supremacy, which we all are a victim to, especially within this country. And what white supremacy says is that white is the supreme and the superior. So you have a lot of brothers that are black here,
by nature,
black here,
by default.
But their mind doesn't think like that. They really are on the white ISIS colder shit. So they don't think that they are as talented as good as smart as their counterparts. So to that very point, they fall under the guise of I gotta fit in for survival. I gotta laugh at jokes that I'll never laugh at. I gotta talk about things that I would never talk about. I gotta agree with shit.
That's what she said.
I gotta agree with shit that I would never agree with, because they're scared to just stand on their own too, knowing that is not who we are. That is not how we get down. That is not us. And we don't play those games.
You don't even feel comfortable behaving like that.
No.
Because that's not who we are.
That's not who we are. That's not who we are as a people. That's never who we've been as a people. Fortunately, I've got the privilege of traveling the world, and I've been to Africa, aka Kemet. I've been to Egypt. And when you look and study some of the ancient Egyptians, they ruled together. They have statues of pharaohs that are 60, 70 feet high. And the women are next to the men, not behind the men, because they ruled together. That's how they thought. That's what African spirituality is. Everything comes from us. And they took it and they remixed it. And they gave you this white superiority and this patriarchy bullshit that we subscribe to. And in subscribing to it, some of us forget who the fuck we are. And we just be out here saying dumb shit. And then when you see the Bill Cosbys and the Puffs and the shit like that, the justification is, well, white men do it. Well, white men do it. Well, what about Hugh Hefner? I don't give a fuck about Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner don't got my hue. He don't look like me. He don't come from where I come from. He don't understand the struggles that I've been through.
Exactly.
Sean Diddy Combs does. You from Harlem, my nigga. You know better. You know better than to abuse someone. You know better than to do the shit that you do. You know better. So no, you can't sit in front of me and expect me to give you a fucking pass when you knew better than to abuse anyone. We don't do that shit. You did it because somebody showed you that it was okay to do under the guise of white supremacy, because that's what they do. It's all about dominance.
I had to go through it. So
you gotta go through it. That's not how we get out.
That's not making it better. That's not how we change.
That's not how we get out.
Yeah.
So that's what really kind of, and it kind of spawned into a deeper conversation, because that's what it's for. That's what it boils down to, is that these cats be trying to emulate other people. Because every time we bring that shit up, they what about Harvey Weinstein? What about Harvey Weinstein? I don't give a fuck about Harvey Weinstein. I could care less. I care about people from my community who abuse people from my community.
There we go.
I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how many slaps you have. I don't care how good your comedy album is. If you abuse black women, children, and or black men, fuck you.
I'm with you.
Care how much I like your music. I don't care how much I like you. Because that's not who we are. That's not where we come from. If it ain't about love and uplifting and us unifying and staying together and sticking on what we need to stick on because we all we got and we all we need, then you got to go on with that shit. Yeah. And a lot of brothers, man, unfortunately, are whitewashed and lost.
They lost the way. They lost their way.
They whitewashed and lost. And then last little point on this, because I'm going to bring it up. So I saw this clip of this black woman from London. And she was talking about beautiful sister too. Chocolate. Beautiful sister. Had like braids.
So you saying the Lord knew what he was doing when he made her.
Know what he doing when he made all of them, amen, amen. Hallelujah, this is
what we doing.
So she was like, yeah, black men over here don't date us. Now, again, that's a generality. I don't know. I'm not from London. If you cross the pond, holla at us. But I'm not from London.
Now, hold on. To add to that, though, what's the sister from Queen and Slim? She said she had a similar experience because she's from London. And she said the black men over there, her experiences with black men over there have not been flattering or positive because she's married to a white guy.
And she's, whew, the sister of Queen,
listen,
yeah.
I can't even.
You walked past her and that didn't do it for you?
Listen, let me tell you a quick story.
You just
sitting in the theater watching the movie. So, they going through it.
Yeah.
So when they finally get away and she cuts her hair
and
when she walk out to my man, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Y'all better quit it up in here, goddamn it.
It's something about a slow motion that just amplifies it.
Add that to the list.
I don't.
Add to the damn list of shit that we love that black women do. Add that to the goddamn list.
Walk in slow motion.
Slow motion walk. Look, make it a trend. Make it a trend today.
Do that.
Hey, just do slow motion walks. Like I want all y'all that hear the sound of my voice. Go get you a slow motion walk reel. We want to see it. Submit it. But to the sisters, over in London. To the sisters over in London. Because the point was, she was like, then she came to America.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to American men. We do what we do. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Scoopy.
Hey, yo.
We gonna scoop.
Hey, Slim.
Show that.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
They hate that.
Miss Lady. Hey, Miss Lady. Excuse me. I ain't mean no disrespect, Miss Lady. I ain't mean no disrespect.
All wrong.
We gonna holler, though.
Come talk to me,
hey,
though.
Just let me get 5 minutes, sweetie. Let me get 5 minutes, sugar.
You don't mean you no harm.
No, I see you got your nails and toes done. I ain't trying to stop you. I'm just trying to talk to you, make your day for a second. We gonna holler. So she came over here and we do what we do. You feel me? And she felt the love. And she was like, nah, black men in America was like on me. And it changed her perception.
Mm-hmm.
And she let know that maybe it was just like a cultural thing over there. And it's not everyone, because it's not. It just ain't. Yeah. For the men that love black women, we love black women. It's just it's too much about y'all to love. Like,
and look,
you feel me? So for my sisters over there across the pond, hey, come on over.
Look, man.
Come on over. Because all of that melanin and you put a British accent on, yeah. You
in? You support it?
Yeah, come on over. Come on through. Watch what happens. Estelle, y'all, come on through.
Listen, I love
Brexit.
Estelle. Yo, she had a jam. She had that jam.
She had a jam.
Thank you joint. Look, man. I ain't gonna sit here in front like all black men love black women. If you have a dating preference, that's fine. The only issue I have is when you try to justify your dating preference by shitting on black women. Amen. If you just don't feel black women, then you just don't feel black women. I don't feel cocaine, so I ain't finna try cocaine. I'm not finna shit on something that I don't prefer to justify something that I like.
True.
Yo, just date who you date, homeboy.
Date who you date, love who you love.
And they were suspect anyway because when they was on the one podcast, and my man said there wasn't no baddies in Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta,
Sir,
but I've seen enough footage about Atlanta.
Sorry, I just came from Atlanta a couple weeks ago. You're lying, the truth ain't in you. Are you out your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? You are lying, the truth ain't in you.
But hey, you don't have to do that. You don't have to.
There's no need because again, every community has their, should have pride and should have. And again, we never shit, and that's another thing that I don't get. We never out here shitting on other communities.
Nope.
I don't like.
Not publicly.
Shut up. But we not out here shitting on other communities. Like you don't see a bunch of niggas hanging around. You know what I hate? Asian women. Like we don't.
Yeah. No.
Because if she bad enough, we're on her.
We're the only ones that.
Yeah. If she bad enough, we own her. And if we can relate to him, ask my homies.
You know why I don't like black women?
Ask the homeboys up in Oakland.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? They date a little bit of everything. Like we look. It's no need for you to shit on black women. That's the whole point. It's no need for you to do it. They ain't do shit to you. You know what I'm saying? No need to shit on them. If that's your preference, like you said, go find your preference, my guy. But it's no reason for you to have all this animal. And I get it. Black women,
nope.
They will let you know if they with you or they ain't. Like they gonna let you know if they feeling you or not.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
They gonna let you know if they feeling you or not. If you ain't the flavor, if you ain't got it, if it ain't on you, or if it ain't in you, that ain't what you want to do, Playboy. They not for the weak in that sense because they're gonna let you know. Excuse me, like you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Because their rejection, walk away.
Yeah,
is when you have to walk away after being rejected.
Yeah, it's you know what I'm saying. So
whatever little swag you had is gone.
So I say that to say that some of them, I'm not gonna say all are stereotyped, but some of them they've been rejected by black women, especially the black women who we hold at a high regard from an attractive standpoint, from a prestige standpoint. They got rejected by the pretty girls, by the girls who they wanted. So now it's I'm gonna shit on them for the rest of my life type shit.
Yeah.
That's not my story.
I can't.
I don't have that story. I ain't gonna say I was hot. I ain't gonna say I was hot my whole life, but take away the beard, it's the same face. I've been this. So kind of like been tall. I had a jumper. Like it's been that. You feel me? So that wasn't a problem. That wasn't an issue.
The jumper was nice.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
The jumper was nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But like so with some of those cats, they couldn't. You feel me? They couldn't get over.
Yeah.
And then now, every time they see one, be like, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
It's like that vitriol just sitting in your spirit, and you can't. Hey, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Step your game up. Every game. I ain't struggled out here. Anyway.
Or go get some unseasoned chicken. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yo, enjoy your Mrs. Dash. Yo, the another thing, and then we're gonna move on from this shit. I don't like how I can take a joke. I'm all for jokes.
Yeah.
I don't like when comedians hide behind, oh, it's a joke, because I can pinpoint hatred, and I could pinpoint malicious intent, and I could pinpoint when it's a joke, it's just playful.
Yeah, man.
Some shit is not just jokes, you're just disguising it behind the preface of it's a joke, just so you can get your true feelings
get that hate off.
So just like there are racist teachers, racist cops, racist whatever, don't hide behind the comedy brand. Yeah. And I ain't talking about shows. I'm just speaking in general because there's some black comedians who say hateful shit and they try to hide. Well, this is jokes. I'm comedian.
Just laughing. Ha ha ha.
I'm a comedian. Nah, bro. Nah.
All the joke. I say it all the time. I just said this. Jokes shouldn't always have to come at somebody's expense if you truly funny.
I just don't like.
If you truly funny, it shouldn't have to come at somebody's expense.
Especially,
you should just be able to tell a fucking joke that is funny.
Yeah, and I can't respect you. Because a lot of things that people say, I firmly believe that if you were in person with that person or in that same room, the thought wouldn't even cross your mind because you know there's a possibility that you can get rocked. And a lot of these guys, that stage is their safe haven.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't dare say half of that shit off of it. And this ain't about being tough. It's just about when you disguise your jokes behind hate. I mean, when you disguise your hate behind jokes.
Yeah. It's consequences.
It's clear.
It's consequences and repercussions.
But so with all that being said, black women, if y'all don't want podcasters going on other podcasts, all in the video, hating on y'all, not defending y'all, not protecting y'all, laughing at the slander being said about y'all. If y'all don't want to deal with none of that, where can they go, Cuzzo?
Come to the Big Zo podcast.
That's all we say. We got your back. We ain't having it.
Hey, London, we got you. Come on.
You don't know where